Hello and welcome to today's video. Now on today's video, I've done a video like this before, all revolved around anxiety and worrying and just feeling really like crap after a night out. Obviously, we've all been there. When we're going out, we're embarrassing ourselves, whatever. However, I went out at the weekend and out to Newcastle and everything was fine, it was all going good. However, as many of you know, and I have been honest on this YouTube channel about like money and being a student, and I worry about stuff and, you know, money problems, etc. We had drink in the hotel room, so my initial thought was to get absolutely spandangled in the hotel room before the event, so I wouldn't spend any. Clever, you might think. It's good for someone who can handle a drink and can handle that. However, tipsy, little Miss Tipsy, can't. 2 drinks and I'm absolutely gone. So we were drinking Prosecco on the train beforehand, which obviously tips me over the edge anyway. Then that mixed with vodka, tequila, you name it, everything, and it literally just baffled my head and I completely blacked out. Now, I've never really got that bad before. I've never really like blacked out in that way where you cannot remember a thing, and it is so frightening. A vulnerable state and not knowing what you're doing is very scary, and the next morning it is absolutely dreadful, that feeling. But I want to tell you now, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Yeah, if you embarrassed yourself. I woke up aching in parts I didn't even know I could ache. Every part of me was aching. And obviously after you've had a drink, you do tend to overthink massively. Now the past 2 days I've been in a rut. Like a really bad rut. And it's so difficult to get out of that rut when when you're just at rock bottom. Like there's just a feeling of sadness and I can't explain it. Like I am going to be honest, everyone goes through it, and sometimes that does revolve around drink and that feeling of anxiety and what did I say, who did I speak to, and that complete paranoia of what you've done. But I just want to say, like, it is absolutely fine and everybody does it. Everyone, right? You woke up this morning thinking, oh my god, everyone's going to think I'm an absolute tit, like what have I done, Whatever you're thinking about and overthinking about yourself, everyone is thinking about their own problems and what they've done. Nobody, and I can promise you now, nobody is thinking about you. Like, and thinking about what you've done, what you said, or whatever. That's all I could think about when I got up the next morning. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are people going to say about me? When I was in Newcastle, nobody knew me anyway. But, do you know what I mean? There's that is that word? There's that scared feeling that someone you know was out. Completely fine to have those emotions. It's completely fine to feel all over the place. And recently I've been so set on having a good summer and set on going out that I found myself comparing myself to everyone. So because of other people are going on holiday, because of the people are going out all the time, I feel like I have to because it's summer. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have the funds for that. Like last year I didn't have rent to pay for, I was in such a better financial position than I am now. And it's difficult to find that balance of paying your rent for your uni accommodation and then obviously wanting to have a good summer and do all that stuff too. And then you get scrolling on Instagram and seeing everyone abroad, seeing everyone, all these events, all these festivals. I've had to sell my Leeds ticket and I felt so shit doing it today. And I think that's what made me more sad. It's just, but sometimes you've got to make those sacrifices and sometimes things just aren't meant to be. And in the long run, you'll think, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that. Or, do you know what I mean? And I think if ever you're feeling anxious or you've got anxiety, because I feel like it all rolls into one, you know, when you're feeling upset or down or whatever, you've just got to think it's not forever. All these emotions and whatever you're overthinking isn't forever. I know I will get out of this rut and I know everything will get sorted. But it's just pushing past that hurdle and it's just getting through that dark time to get onto something else. So true how if one door closes, another one opens more or less straight away. And before you know it, you're on a completely different path, going in a completely different direction. And it's absolutely fine. Everyone goes through it. All these people you could be comparing yourself to on social media, yeah, it's perceived to be absolutely unreal as social media and that they've got all the money in the world, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I sometimes portray that I'm having the best time. Like when I put my picture on from Newcastle, it looked like I was absolutely having a ball. The morning after, I have never, ever been that hungover in my life. I remember there was a bath, so I made sure I made the most of that one in due reason. I remember laid there in the bath the morning after, and I was just like, what am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing? I don't know my limits, and because I hadn't had a drink in ages, I was like, yeah, I can hack anything. Like, Billy Big Balls over here, I can drink loads, whatever. And I don't have the stomach for that. I don't. And it's like getting blackout drunk and not remembering anything. It's not good. I remember bits of the event, which was brilliant, but that aftermath of not remembering how you got home, it's not a nice feeling at all. But then don't overthink that, because I found myself punishing myself. Like I really was. I got home and I was like, I've ruined the weekend, I've done this, I've done that. But it happens. It happens. You make mistakes, you learn from them. I know not to go that hard next time. I know to steady myself. I know to have a glass of water in between. And I know probably to not go away when I'm not stable with money. To maybe go away when I have got the right amount of money and I'm stable and I'm alright with it and I'm comfortable with it, sort of thing. And it's just learning. It's all about growth, and it's all about, sometimes you need these little things to happen to make you realise. But the more you sit there and dwell and punish yourself and torture yourself and just get inside your own head, you're not getting anywhere from it. You really aren't, and you're not helping yourself whatsoever. But you're not the only one. You're really, really not. I'm so surprised the amount of TikToks I've seen, the amount of videos I've watched of how young girls and boys, well, around my age, go through similar things what I go through. And I think it's so important and positive to share what you go through, because then you realise that you're not alone. Obviously some people are a bit more private, and that's absolutely fine. Everyone deals with it in their own way, but it's completely fine to have those emotions, and it's completely fine to understand that you aren't the only person going through it at all. And I really, really advise speaking to people. Like, the past few days I have felt a bit lonely, and you do question friendships with everyone, because people who I thought I'd spend my summer with at home, that hasn't went to plan, and that's fine, you know. I had massive plans for summer, I really did, and I thought I'd come home, I'd be able to pay my rent, I'd be able to have the best summer, and sometimes that doesn't happen, and things just aren't meant to be, and that's absolutely fine. You've just got to learn to process that and learn to live with that, and it's okay. Like, it's okay to not have everything together all the time, and it's completely fine to admit that you are stuck and you need a little bit of help, like I have. Like, it's okay, but you will get out of it. Like any rut you're in now, you will get out of it, and you've just got to learn to laugh it off. You embarrassed yourself, and what? Who cares? The more you tell yourself, I'm not bothered, who actually cares? In the grand scheme of things, we are on a floating rock. We are on a floating rock. Like, just be you, live your life, do what you want, and then the more you focus on yourself and the more you just be yourself, the rest will follow, and everything will work out for you as it should. I can't stress that enough, it really, really will. Right now, like, I'm not in the best position, and I do feel like everything's going wrong for me. It's not forever though. Nothing's forever. You could be in my position now, having the same negative persona on just life in general, but it's not forever. I can promise you that right now. You can be in a completely different situation tomorrow, next week, in 3 days' time. You do not know. What's exciting about life, and this is going to come across really corny, is that you don't know what's around the corner. You don't. Like, it's exciting who you're going to meet, what you're going to do, the challenges you're going to face, the job opportunities you're going to get, and it really does work out for you. So I just wanted to do a short video just to try and explain that, and to try and give you a little insight, a little bit of hope, and you're not alone with what you're thinking at all. Please do not be nervous or do not hold back. If you want to message me, if you've got any video ideas, please comment down below. And remember, do what you want, because I found myself thinking about what people are going to think of me, and you know what? Who actually cares? Who cares? The more you tell yourself, you won't be bothered. Have a nice day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and feel free to comment down any video ideas that you would like me to do or any subjects you want me to talk about. Thank you so much and bye. I need to stop doing that with the hand. It's not going to work.